In Shining World Compassion Award news from Âu Lạc, also known as Vietnam. Originally working as a nurse in southern Âu Lạc of Vietnam, Mr. Lê Văn Hà went on to study Oriental medicine due to a strong desire to provide more help for people who were suffering. Over the last 2 decades, the dedicated health practitioner has cared for hundreds of patients at his medical center, seeing many visitors free of charge, such as the vulnerable elderly and those with no relatives. At times, he has even worked multiple jobs to be able to buy medicines and give them to patients. Dr. Ha also runs a free vegan kitchen in his facility, and as an additional health supporting approach, encourages people to practice spiritually and to recite the Buddha's name.
Những người ở đây đó là toàn là ăn chay niệm Phật trên 30 người, chay toàn bộ hết trơn. Vì ăn chay mới tiêu nghiệp được, còn ăn mặn đâu có tiêu nghiệp, ăn mặn là sát sanh cho nên tội, gây nghiệp thêm. Những người ở đây là những người neo đơn, ở nhà không ai nuôi, không thuốc men uống, cơm ăn bữa đói bữa no. Ở đây ăn ngày 3 bữa phải nè. Từ từ những người này mập mạp trắng trẻo và niệm Phật nhiều.
Touched by his compassion, a beloved Supreme Master Ching, with grateful tears, presented Mr. Ha the Shining World Compassion Award plus $50,000 to lovingly support his noble work in heaven's mercy. May the Buddhas embrace your soul and those you care for with powerful spiritual upliftment and love. Our Olices of Vietnamese Association members presented the award letter, crystalline plaque, and Master's monetary gift, as well as several of Master's publications to the doctor.
Shining World Compassion Award from Supreme Master Ching for Dr. Lê Văn Hà in recognition of exemplary kindness and saintly benevolence, providing free medical treatment to the elderly, nurturing hope, bringing happiness, showing mercy with compliments and gratitude for your compassionate and caring commitment to save precious lives.
Hôm nay được Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư giúp đỡ nữa thì tôi rất là mừng và được là hãnh diện, được và sau này tôi sẽ bớt khổ, thì tôi để tâm tôi thiền định nhiều để mà cứu độ chúng sanh. Tôi cái tâm tôi là lúc nào cũng muốn độ chúng sanh, cho nên tôi không thể mà đi từ nhà mà khuyên ta tu, mình đâu phải Phật. Thì thế mình dùng cái phương tiện cho cơm, cho thuốc khắp nơi để mình khuyên ăn chay niệm Phật. Ông lệnh lính giữ, xin kính chúc ngài Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư và một lần nữa thì ngài đã đắc đạo rồi thì sống lâu để mà độ chúng sanh cho nó dài hoài. Khắp cả thế giới người ta đang khổ. Nam mô Đà Phật.
Congratulations and our gratefulness, Dr. Lê Văn Hà, for your selfless mission to help the less fortunate and for your dedicated promotion of the life-saving vegan diet. May Buddha forever bless you with divine joy and abundance. For the full presentation of the Shining World Compassion Award to Dr. Lê Văn Hà, please tune in to our Shining World Awards program at a later date.
Scientists call for actions to avoid irreversible melting of Greenland's ice sheet. In a most detailed computer-simulated study, researchers from the United Kingdom's University of Reading warned of permanent sea level rise as Greenland's ice sheet continues to melt due to global warming. The study stated that since 2003, Greenland has lost 3.5 trillion tons of frozen water. Furthermore, in scenarios where global warming goes beyond 2 degrees Celsius, the ice mass will continue to shrink beyond the vital threshold from which it will never fully regrow. In this case, the global mean sea level rise will remain at approximately 2 meters, even if temperatures later retreat to present levels. To avoid this calamitous outcome, the study asserted that human-caused climate change must be reversed. Many thanks University of Reading scientists. To ensure a livable planet for all beings, may humanity quickly embrace the vegan lifestyle in God's luminescence.
Quebec to prohibit new gasoline car sales. In a move to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the Canadian province of Quebec, the sale of new gasoline-powered cars will end by 2035. The $5.1 billion plan will also help to achieve the government's 2030 goal to reduce total greenhouse gas emissions by 37.5% from the 1990 level. The funds will support actions such as subsidies for electric car, taxi, and train purchases, as well as the conversion of homes to electric heating. Great news, Quebec, on your plan to reduce carbon emissions through eco-friendly technology. May the gentle Quebecois people also make the wise choice of plant-based eating to most effectively realize their climate goals and help rescue our world.
Veg-eating football legend achieves historic record. The brilliant Argentine footballer Lionel Messi made history recently by scoring his 644th goal for Barcelona, the team with whom he has spent his entire professional career. He thus surpassed the long-time record held by the legendary Brazilian player Pelé. Notably, the now 33-year-old Mr. Messi had tried a raw vegan diet in 2014. And was thus able to improve his game significantly by becoming lighter, faster, and more agile. Nowadays, having largely given up meat from his diet, he reportedly follows a vegetarian diet at least during the football season, with plenty of organic vegetables, fruits, whole grains, seeds, and nuts. Congratulations, Lionel Messi, and thanks for letting the public know about the positive veg factor in your athleticism. Wishing you many more plant-powered accomplishments in heaven's grace.
Fundraising initiative allows orphaned bear to be rehomed. After learning that Autumn, an orphaned Asian black bear, was being kept in a small cage, the residents of the Primorsky region in the Russian Far East raised $4,630 in 5 days, enough for him to be moved to a shelter. Autumn's parents sadly lost their lives due to poaching. He was then adopted by a local resident who later passed away. As the only shelter of its kind in Russia, the Kiporosovo Refuge was built in 2019 specifically to house bears who had been kept illegally and are unable to fend for themselves in the wild. Many thanks the Kiporosovo shelter and all the loving individuals who contributed to the lovely bear's new chapter of life. Wishing you a future full of good health, happiness, and many safe adventures, sweet Autumn, in divine radiant blessings.
Impossible Foods commits to a plant-based global future. At a recent virtual conference called Web Summit, Dr. Patrick Brown, founder and CEO of United States headquartered vegan meat company Impossible Foods, expressed his vision of a future of food without any animal products by 2035. He said, "We're dead serious about it, and we believe it's doable." According to a 2019 report by the independent think tank RethinkX, the animal livestock industry is predicted to fall into a spiral by 2035. RethinkX found that vegan meat production systems like that of Impossible Foods are more land, time, and water efficient by 100, 20, and 10 times respectively. Impossible Foods currently sells their Impossible Burger at over 17,000 US restaurants, launched vegan pork alternatives in 2020, and is now developing a plant-based milk. Bravo, Dr. Patrick Brown and Impossible Foods. May we realize our goal of a vegan world even sooner than you have envisioned. In heaven's loving guidance.
Kangaroos communicate with humans for assistance. Researchers from the University of Sydney in Australia and the University of Roehampton in the United Kingdom have found that kangaroos exhibit communicative behavior with humans that is normally associated with domesticated dogs, horses, and goats. Published in the scientific journal Biology Letters, the study stated that the intelligent marsupials were able to ask for help by gazing intently at humans when presented with the unsolvable task of getting food out of a closed box. In addition, 9 out of 10 kangaroos alternated the gaze between the experimenter and the box, which was interpreted as an attempt at intentional communication. Many thanks, researchers and enduring kangaroos, for these exciting findings. May studies like these continue to reaffirm that even our feral friends can think, feel, and talk with us. In divine love, may all the wonderful animals on this planet have our utmost respect and compassion.